Did you know many people believe a porcupine can shoot their quills? But this is, in fact, a myth. They can, however, detach them at will, which they do when being chased, hoping their predator will stop pursuing them if punctured by a quill. Porcupines are very gentle creatures who prefer to keep to themselves and are only violent when attacked. They will then launch their attacks in reverse, as it's easier to harm an attacker that way with their backward-facing quills, or by thrashing their barbed tail. Old world porcupines are found in Africa, Asia, and Europe, while New World porcupines live in the Americas, with the two subgroups differing greatly. For example, Old World porcupines don't climb trees, but New World porcupines love to, sometimes building nests in trees and tree trunks like this one. If you're curious to know what they eat, well, they are of course vegetarians, eating only vegetation such as pine needles and bark in the winter, and in the summer, they enjoyed a varied diet of grass, weeds, flowers, berries, leaves, twigs, and more. The name porcupine originated centuries ago from the English term thorn pig, which came from the French term meaning thorn hawk, which in turn has Latin roots. If you ever see a group of porcupines, that's what's known as a prickle. However, this solitary species doesn't tend to gather in groups outside of mating season. Perhaps the most surprising fact about porcupines is that they are excellent swimmers, with their hollow, air-filled quills acting like a life jacket, keeping them afloat as they propel themselves forward, in a style similar to the doggy paddle. That's all for this week's video. We hope you learned something new about porcupines. Sending lots of positive vibes from Alumet Island, where we've got just about every animal under the sun, give or take a few.